This is Dr. Carroll, and this is another video in the list series. And this video is about the concatenation list operator, the plus sign. And so remember that with strings we can concatenate with a plus sign as well. So let's review strings and then move on to lists. So if we had first name equals a string and then we had a surname, then we could combine those together using the concatenation operator, and even so we could have a variable and a string literal and another variable and combine all those together, and then that would display Dr. space Carroll. And so that would combine those all together. So it's not doing math, it's concatenating. That's how it works with strings. Now let's transition in how it works for lists. And so the operands are the variables or values on either side of an operator. And so the operands of the plus sign there must be lists to do list concatenation. Otherwise you get a runtime error and Python gets real upset. So let's look at a demo here. Let me step through what we're going to do and then let's execute it. So if we had a fruits list and a veggies list, then what we can do is we can combine those together and concatenate them into another list. So the left operand is a list, check, yep, it's a list. The right operand is a list, yep, check, it's a list as well. So then that's allowed, and we can do that. And so then we can display and see how it combined them together, and then just as a sanity check, what is the length of our list. We started out with 4 elements and 3 elements, so let's see what we get to. And then let's move on to some numbers, a very small list of primes. And so 2, 3, 5, 7, and also some even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, and then let's combine them together and then display them. Now what's going to happen here? We have 4 numbers and 4 numbers, but there's only 7 unique numbers. All right, here we go. We have that same code here in idle. So let's see what happens when we interpret this. So our shopping list is what we've displayed: mango, spondius mobin, banana, kiwi, and notice it just picks right up. It concatenates the second list onto the end of the first. It creates a new list, but by combining one after the other. But notice it's not a 2-dimensional list, it's a 1-dimensional list with just all of the elements in there, and then there is 7 elements in there. And remember, when we took the 2 lists here, notice there's 2 in both of the lists. What does it do? It leaves 2 in both of those lists, and so we have 8 elements there. It does not just look at unique ones, but adds them all. And so when we concatenate, it adds the elements and makes a new list. So if there's 3 elements in one list and 2 in another, we're always going to get 5, independent if they're unique or not. Okay, let's continue with just one more demo here. What happens if we take this combined nums list now and we want to add in 42? So let's see here. What happens if we have nums and we want to add in 42? Ooh, traceback error. Hate that. Okay, name num. Oh, it's a traceback error for another reason, because I tried to use num and it didn't. So it said I don't know anything about nums. So let's try nums. Oh, now it's a traceback error. Hate that too. Can only concatenate list, not int to list. So nums is a list and 42 is a number. So what do we do here? What do we do? Well, the concatenation operator needs to have both operands be a list. The one on the left is a list, so we can leave that one. So how do we make the one on the right a list? We just put it into a list with a single element. Oh, and then there we go. We can display it. Sure enough, boop, we've added 42 on the end. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other videos in the list series.